bank salmon rolling through Japan. Oh yeah, dressed in the sky, thinking he the man. Swimming right past all the signs that say no. Sneaking in the temples, yo ain't no band. Breaking out the lenses, getting shots of the clan. Saying, look again, can you believe this view? Showing all his fans that his guts are true. Bank salmon rolling, doing what he please. Bank salmon taking risks, bring Japan to its knees. Showing all the signs that ain't on the plan. Watch out folks, he's facing the sneaky cameraman. Oh yeah. Turning down the alleys where the lights don't shine. Looking for adventure, he's gonna find. Stepping where a tourist ain't supposed to roam. But Bank Salmon's got courage, it's Japan's his home. Then clap your hands if you feel his vibe. Oh yeah. Snap your fingers, join this funky ride. Bank Salmon rolling high, he's a talk of the town. Yeah, traveling with the spirit that won't back down. Come on, Southern Tokyo, he's breaking all the rules. Showing secret places that make it true. Got a pocket full of stories and a heart full of fun. Bank Salmon's got game, yeah, he's second to none. Temples, you ain't no band. And now the lenses getting shots of the clan. Saying, look here, can you believe this view? Showing all his fans that his guts are true. Bank Salmon rolling, doing what he please. Bank Salmon taking risks, bring Japan to its knees. Showing all the signs that ain't on the plan. Watch out folks, he's facing the sneaky cameraman. Ducking down the alleys where the lights don't shine. Looking for adventure, he's gonna find. Stepping where a tourist ain't supposed to roam. But Bank Salmon's got courage, it's Japan's his home. Clap your hands if you feel his vibe. Oh yeah. Snap your fingers, join this funky ride. Bank Salmon rolling high, he's the talk of the town. Yeah, traveling with the spirit that won't back down. But Bank Salmon's got courage, this Japan's his home. But come on, back down. Come on. From Kyoto to Tokyo, he's breaking all the rules. Showing secret places that make you drool. Got a pocket full of stories and a heart full of fun. Bank Salmon's got game, yeah, he's second to none. From Tokyo to Tokyo, he's breaking all the rules. Showing secret places that make you drool. Got a pocket full of stories and a heart full of fun. Bank Salmon's got game, yeah, he's second to none.
First I sip iced tea with lemon. They ask me like a secret gem. You know I want that yellow says so fresh, so cool, so rest. Next refill, here comes again. No question if I want my pen. No lemon inside, no reply. Is it a cruel game? Why? Lemon please, every time. Lemon in that glass of mine, don't make me asking why. Just add that citrus lime. Lemon please, it's divine. Lemon with my endless time. I see the ice, no lemon slice. I feel like they forgot my vice. Do they forget or just ignore? Tell me what's behind this door. On that first pour I get a smile. Refreshing taste linger a while. But every refill dull and bland. Won't they understand? Lemon please, every time. Lemon in that glass of mine, don't make me asking why. Just add that citrus lime. Lemon please, it's divine. Lemon with my endless time. My
You're listening to FFOP Radio.
Reach the
Hey everybody, and welcome to the show. My name is Dave. This is FFOP Radio. It's Wednesday, so we got a show going on. We got commercials, classic 90s affair, don't you worry. But first, let me introduce my co-host and producer off camera. Krista's over there.
I'm a little sad that you're not doing your Latin lawyer voice.
Oh, I almost forgot about the Latin lawyer, but he's a true crime character. He can't bleed into the commercials. Imagine if like Superman showed up in like Wuthering Heights. You'd be like, what? That doesn't make sense. You got to keep the characters in their same lanes. Anyway, welcome everybody. Matt, welcome. Ryan, how's it going? We're going to be, again, 90s commercials, what we got right around the Southern California area. This is a collection from TV Vortex here on YouTube. But I'm also going to break up the commercials with a few songs because you can't stop me. So I'm putting together, I love team ups, right? You guys know I love team ups, and I love this AI music garbage. So I go, I've got so many albums, nothing is really coming together. I thought, whoa. Then inspiration struck with the song about me and Becky getting day drunk in Vegas. I thought, well, what if everybody, ended up on a zany adventure with me, drinking a different type of wine, getting into shenanigans. We'll be listening to that stuff later. I've got a couple people.
Ryan wants more trivia.
I've got a lot of trivia. We can do that again, too, someday. Because I've still got a whole lot of it. It just felt like, I don't know, it was kind of falling off. 3 people show up. 1 person wins. But, bring up those numbers. It's not your problem, Ryan. You don't care. If I can bring up those numbers, we'll be back at it. But whatever. Moral of the story is we're here for commercials, some nostalgia. We're going to break it up with a little album I'm putting together about, being day drunk in Vegas. But that's neither here nor there. I bet you do like grinning. I bet you do, Ryan. I bet you do.
I bet you do,
Ryan. But I want to know this one's name. Anyway, buckle up. So we got some commercials. We're going to watch them. And what else are you going to do?
Whoa.
Excuse me. Hey, listen, you might not realize it, but you're about to enter the no zone.
You're real close to my car.
P.S. Why did this need to be CGI, right? Like, because it's just a public service announcement about where blind spots are on trucks. Mm-hmm. Why did it need to be CGI? Like, why did it need to be a cartoon at all? Like, what's going on here? Like, did they just have an extra few thousand? Because it's like, this is when CGI was not cheap. Like, because whatever, Jurassic Park came out in 1994 and cost $18 zillion, adjusting for inflation. This is just a public service announcement about trucks. Where they get the money?
Ryan.
What's happening?
He says he's having grape Kool-Aid froyo.
I can see that happening.
Did you make it yourself?
Like,
or
did you go to one of those places that charge by the pound and they have, like, what a brilliant idea, though, right? Like, here's the thing. Just have one big machine that puts out vanilla or, like, non-flavored, just frozen yogurt.
Yeah.
Just yogurt flavored. And then just an endless row, like buffet Sizzler style, of all the Kool-Aid powders you can mix in. Sharkleberry, the whole 9. Fruit punch from, stem to stern.
Skittles?
Let's do it together. Kool-Aid doesn't make a Skittles.
Yeah, but you could be more than just Kool-Aid.
Why would you step on the dick of this idea to have a Kool-Aid flavored single serve froyo company? You're like, well, yeah, we've got a good theme going, but we could put some Skittles in it. No, we couldn't.
It comes from a froyo place here in town.
Where the driver can't.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty sweet and cool. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Ryan, let's just make a whole fucking restaurant. Just one giant frozen yogurt machine that serves plain frozen yogurt. And just an endless sea of colored powders from the Kool-Aid Corporation. Or Flavor Aid if you grew up poor.
Can't see you. Crashes happen when cars stay in the no zone, so don't stay in it.
Do you have a choice sometimes, though?
Drive
Right.
smart. Don't hang out in the no zone.
Yeah, I don't like it. Though I have changed my shirt once in between two trucks while I was driving to school one day. I was running late and I had to do something, and so I was driving in between two tractor trailers on the highway, and I changed my shirt in between them because
Only at
nobody could
Stater
see me.
Brothers this week, black seedless grapes
Sounds
are a sweet
dangerous.
buy
It
for
was.
49 cents a pound. Stock up on
All right, so just, I'll need like 15 G's from you, Ryan.
Yeah.
I'll put up the other
We got
whatever
the
it takes.
GoFundMe. Just added in there.
I can get some yogurt for sure.
rice-a-roni or pasta-roni, just 69 cents. And
Look at the squash
Franzaki Farms
blossoms,
or
wow.
Foster Farms chicken breasts are valued at
This is a nice mix of like black void, black and or white void, and like a table setting with like, we'll have a seasoning here or there. They'll put a squash blossom in the background. It's not too, I mean, it's definitely still dystopian, but it's not like the
Right.
road.
97 cents a pound.
Here in the heartland. I feel like my video.
Hey, I'm Troy Percival. All the Angels aren't in the outfield. I'm talking about the little kids of Olive Crest. Every year, Olive Crest Home cares for over 500 very needy, very special kids, the forgotten angels of our society.
Child abuse is increasing every year, and Olive Crest Homes for
Every
Abused
year?
Children has been helping needy and abandoned
Is that because they're having more children or because they're abusing more children? Probably both.
children in Southern California.
I mean, if you have more children, the chances of abuse go up. It's like, here's the thing that everybody just sort of like tosses off, like, because they want to look at the other side of the coin sometimes. Is that, well, people are stupid. We're just breeding like rabbits. And yeah, that's true. But like the thing about that is no one wants to, like, everybody just having stupid kids. Yeah, well, like the larger the number, the more like geniuses are about to,
Pop.
not about to, but are out there popping as we speak. It's just the ratio is always going to be the same. You're going to have to.
It's got to be balanced out.
What's it likened to? Like, okay, so like my favorite cake, my two favorite cakes, Black Forest, pineapple upside down cake.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, like, you have to eat the cake to get to that pineapple cherry brown sugar mixture. I would love to just eat that, but you got to eat the cake too. So if you want geniuses and all other stuff to happen, you got to eat the cake. You know what I mean?
for over 20 years, but we need your help
Stupid
to
people
continue.
are the cake, or whatever you
Help us
consider a
help-
stupid person.
Help them. Call 714-543-5437. Thank you.
5, 4, 3, 2,
And 2
1.
Pepsis, all for only $10.99.
All in the left
A
channel for
medium
some reason.
one-topping
Ah!
pizza and 2 Pepsis for only $10.99. And for a
Look
limited
at that
time,
font.
10 local wings free.
Whoa, spicy and barbecue. Whoa, I feel like Stickley's going to show up. Or the Pizza the Hut? Not Pizza the Hut.
Pizza face?
Pizza Face. Pizza Face?
Yeah. He was just a slice of pepperoni pizza?
Jameson, back me up here. Is his name Pizza Face? I'm thinking of Pizza the Hut.
All this and free delivery for $10.99. Wow!
Yes, children must prey upon themselves so only the strong can survive.
Yeah.
I was just watching a video about crabs. They have a shit ton of babies and they just eat the ones that they catch. Survival of the fittest. If you have more than 7 kids, try eating one of them.
Wow! Local wings, pizza, and Pepsi only $10.99.
Look how hot
And
that
only
pizza
at La
is.
Pizza Loca.
Hey, Vern. Looks like you
goddamn,
need a
thank you.
pollution solution. And this is the month Cerritos Auto Square set out to beat last year's sales record with price-breaking discounts on California's largest selection of cars and trucks.
Again, thank you, Don Cherry. If you're still alive, thank you. If you're dead, rest in peace. But the person who brought us Jim Varney should be... there's got to be a church out there that can take Don Cherry and make him a saint, right? For giving us Ernest P. Worrell, come the fuck on, people.
It was Pizza
Right
Face,
now,
as
here
enemy
in
was
Cerritos
Steve, the
Auto
pizza
Square's
cutter.
record-breaking sale.
Spicy
you can save
children
hundreds,
wings.
even thousands on the cream de la cream. Know what I mean? Well, there's your problem right there,
His
Vern.
hand's gonna get
that
stuck.
little wire on your
Oh, no,
catastrophic
here we go.
converter looks like it's got a little hard in it.
That is the same gag that got him electrical powers in Ernest Goes to Jail.
Whoa.
Because the floor buffer, right? He would flip the switch on and off repeatedly very quickly for some reason because it had a short in it. And he got magnet powers.
I still haven't watched that
Shorting.
one.
Oh my God, it's one of the best. It's definitely not as like... Because some of the Ernest movies, like Ernest Goes to Camp, there's like that dark edge where it's like, yeah, like sure, the good guys win at the end, but you're gonna take like 80% of the movie eating shit from the bad guys. Whether
right.
they be the camp counselors or like the land developer or the big dude who he hired to beat the shit out of Ernest.
Yeah.
He's just gonna eat shit. But 3-wheel golf cart, that'll make you laugh.
The best part
Get
of the movie.
record-breaking discounts at Cerritos Auto
Ernest
Square
wearing
now.
long sleeves.
Sometimes you do.
I like to think of myself as an idea man. They said steak, I said grill it, make it a burrito. We started with mouth-watering sirloin steak.
Who's they and who are you and why were you invited in that meeting?
Why aren't you
Grilled
Ernest?
onions, real cheddar, Spanish rice, and just $1.99. And then they handed the bowl to Todd. Steak, cheese, rice, fold. That's a nice fold.
I know.
Do you think that's a sexual innuendo?
Yes.
See where he was pointing, you guys?
Idea man,
Sexual harassment's on the horizon for Del Taco.
motivator, visionary.
Break's over, Todd. Todd!
I gotta go. Steak burrito, just $1.99.
So what are you doing?
I mean, but here's the thing about that commercial. Like, did they give him all the responsibility? Because we saw him at the whiteboard. Was that a dream? What's happening? What's reality?
Today, Rudy Hanks was at home
Definitely
base
taking
saving
this
on
guy's
everything he
advice
needed
for
his new
Mexican
deck.
cuisine.
Oh, hell yeah.
The Davises are getting advice on how to properly seal their roof. Lynn Sandow is at a home base paint department, getting the exact color she needs for her den. And today at home base, warm up with a 6-pack of Pine Mountain fire logs. They have a 3-hour burn time and are a great value at only $9.97.
Just thinking about a
There are
fire makes
million other
me
ways we
sweat
can
even
help.
more because there's a
Surely
million
you
degrees
think
here.
of one. Home base,
Well, think about that 3-hour burn time.
ready to help.
There was a party the other day in Dinuba, California. The Ruiz family and all the folks at El Monterey were celebrating the first shipment of their new El Monterey Mexican grill.
Wait, so it was a family and everybody in that town?
Yep.
What's going on? A family got together and the whole town was there too. Who made all this food?
Burritos, enchiladas, and
Burritos? That's a nice try for the 90s.
quesadillas. Everyone agreed they're the best tasting frozen Mexican foods ever. But there was still one
Look at
big
everybody's
hurdle.
mustache.
It's always the grandma or the grandpa. Like the Italian, was it Prego?
Yeah.
Pizza, the pizza sauce.
The sauce commercials.
Spaghetti sauce. Oh, she uses real Italian spices, Ma. Nobody in there. No one ever has done that. Like on sitcoms, you would get like KFC and pass it off as like home cooking, right? Or you get steamed hams, Aurora Borealis. Never in real life.
Grandpa Louis.
All the food was made by Todd
Fortunately, he
at
approved.
Del Taco.
And now El Monterey.
That's the thing about Caucasian-made Mexican food is it's as white as the people who make it. Like real Mexican food is like charred and there's like color and there's all kinds of stuff. It looks authentic. When white people make ethnic food, they bleach it. So you're looking at a quesadilla that's as white as the driven snow and you go, did this ever touch a flame?
Monterey Mexican Grill is headed your way with love from everyone here in
With
Dinuba,
love.
Yeah, fuck you. Delimex kicked your dick in the dirt.
California.
You know, people are always asking me, what's it like to run Jack in the Box? I tell them, it's great. I have a
Don't do
corner
anything.
office, terrific employees, a nice little jet, and products I believe in, like the Jumbo
Burgers.
Jack. It's my classic jumbo burger with fresh lettuce and tomato, and it's still just 99 cents. But you know what I like best about running a company? No matter how crazy my ideas are, I still get to do them.
I'm a bajillionaire.
I mean, please tell me that somebody, all of you watching, hopefully, were alive for the Jack Ball. Like, it was everywhere. There were just some things that I don't want to say the internet is killing this sort of phenomenon, but like, doesn't it feel like without the internet being what it was, like Jack could sell everybody. I had multiple. I bought like 6. I had one car. What did I need 6 Jack Balls for?
He has one, or Ryan has one, and you can still buy them. There wasn't a Jack in the Box in Connecticut, so.
Well, the thing is, like, I'm just saying, like, it sort of happened organically because, like, the balls were everywhere. It's not like you saw an influencer do it. Mm-hmm. It's just like, hey, put a funny little Jack antenna ball. I have not seen anything that I can point to and be like, that's pop culture for you recently.
Yeah.
I mean, even like ICP stickers have gone the way of the dodo. Like, I remember being able to like just look out into a parking lot and see jack balls and ICP stickers and everything else that was just sort of popping at the time. And now you look in parking lots and it's, if you see anything, it's people like covered in "Don't Tread on Me" related stickers, or like the Coexist Subaru, if you know what that is. And of course you do. You're alive, I imagine.
And the truck
now,
nuts.
$3,000 factory rebates on 1989
Yeah, but
Dodge
they go
van
on
conversions.
That's part of the one species.
Sure.
Now, $2,250 factory rebates on Ford van conversions. Offering.
Here's what somebody should do, and I'm sure they have. Baked Salmon probably. This is right up his alley. Like if he got like the truck nuts and then like the Coexist style bumper stickers where it's like my other car's a mermaid or some other bullshit, or like I kissed Bigfoot on the asshole, but like all the hippie shit, and then just like the truck nuts, and maybe even go like off the rails and like get some like really, because like whatever, you're gonna see it from far back, get some weed whacker cord, put a few curly pubes on there, just go nuts, like really start fucking with some heads. Yeah,
Are fuzzy dice
nuts right? I'm saying,
are fuzzy dice still a thing? Ask DD.
God, I hope so. They here's the thing: when I got my first car, I wanted all the cliches, so I didn't have dice behind the rearview mirror. I had 8 balls, but my Bissell, my stick shift, I replaced with a dice. It wasn't fuzzy, obviously. It was a big, like, it was fucking 4 pounds of resin or whatever it was. But I was driving, and it didn't fit my hand because it was enormous, but I still had it. I love gimmicks.
I almost bought you a skull made of obsidian, I think.
Truck nuts in a chastity cage. Now you're talking, Jameson. I think I know someone.
Uses a down payment or cash back. Pete Ellis Dodge Southgate, Pete Ellis Ford Bellflower. Hundreds of vans.
But I
to
almost
choose.
bought you an obsidian skull to put on your.
Come on down to Pete Ellis.
Stick shift, but then I was like, nah, you probably wouldn't do it.
Here's the thing. I would if it weren't real obsidian, because here's the thing. With the ambient temperature of the air in summer, multiply that by
100 million degrees.
2.3. And like, just imagine getting into your car, it's 118 out, and then just wrapping your fingers around something that you can't help but touch to operate the car that is 370 degrees.
Yeah, then another reason why I didn't do it, because I didn't know how hot it would get.
If it were plastic, no big deal. Obsidian would just like, because it's volcanic glass, it can handle the heat, and it will keep it.
Yeah.
To choose from. And that's the truth.
I'm Pete Ellis.
Pete Ellis Dodge and Jeep Eagle. Pete Ellis Ford.
What do you think is singing along to that bouncing ball?
91 Freeway, Lakewood exit, Bellflower.
For continuous soft hits all day and love songs every night, there's only one. Coast 103 FM at 103.5.
Are people still listening easy out there? Along with their dice.
Is Delilah still out there?
She's probably dead of old age. It's like the guy who played Baron Samedi. He was on KYOT out here, and I go, whoa, that dude's voice. And then I see Live and Let Die, and I go, whoa, he was on the radio out here.
Hi, I'm Gordon Barker, president of Thrifty Drugs and Payless Drugstores.
Hello.
You know, I keep
not an actor.
Hearing about these
Not Payless
superstores.
shoes.
They had dry cleaners, they had fast food, even pharmacies.
They had pills that would fall from the sky and fill you up
The
with
way I look at
happy
it, you
memories.
can try to be all things to all people, or you can focus on being the best. See, I'm also a pharmacist. And let me tell you why our stores are your #1 place for health care. Instead of having 3 kinds of cold medication, we've got over 20, more than those other stores would ever stock. At Thrifty and Payless, we're concentrating on taking...
Right, but dickhead, you got to keep in mind, like, the human mind can be paralyzed by choice, and especially when you're under the influence of illness. Like, I want the choice of between 2 and 5 items, right? Under the best of circumstances, I'm paralyzed by 6 choices of honey, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's a no issue. That's a non-issue. Imagine like having a problem and then being in that state of funk and being like, "There's 20 cold medicines. Thanks for fucking me over, Thrifty." It's crazy.
Jameson's mom worked at Payless Pharmacy.
That's wild.
Taking better care of you.
Like, I know so many people who worked at places that don't exist anymore, and I'm now one of them. I've aged into that demographic where I go, I used to work for this place, and no one alive remembers that place because they weren't alive when it was a thing.
Pacific Ford will deliver any new Ford car or truck from our huge inventory at the lowest guaranteed prices. For only $99.95, you can own a new 93 F.
I love fucking locally shot commercials because on anybody with money, like if this weren't like local, this was like a nationwide Ford commercial. They like the director would have like opened the door to his house. He wouldn't even left his house. He'd look up in the sky, see all these clouds, and be like, "Nah, it's gonna be shit." And here we are. This looks like shit. It's a dark, weird day. They should have waited until tomorrow when the sun cleared. You know, the sun came out and the sky's cleared, but you know, it's dark enough where it looks weird, but it's still like the break in the clouds is still shining in this dude's face.
Right.
So it's dark, but he's inextricably squinting like an episode of Paladin where they go, "It's midnight. Oh, the sun will be up soon." And they're like sweating and they're actively getting sunburned as the film rolls.
Delilah is still alive, still doing her stuff.
$9.95,
Has 15
you can
kids,
take
11 of which are adopted.
I don't doubt that because like radio is the, I don't know, the media equivalent of like, something you get voted in for life. Like if you're a judge or a justice of the peace or some shit. Like if you get into radio, you stay there until you die or your radio station is bought out and you no longer exist.
Yeah.
Like Mark Holmberg out here, local reference, Mark Holmberg, The Morning Sickness. I assume he's still out there doing his thing because why wouldn't he? Going on 57 years doing that shit. And why wouldn't he? Because that's the thing. If all you got to do is just fill a few hours in the morning.
Radio tenure.
Yeah.
Take delivery of a new 93 T-Bird or a new Explorer, just $13,995. And you need no cash down. Remember, no one sells for less. We guarantee it. If you find a lower price, we'll double the
Kill them.
difference. So come to Long Beach Pacific Ford, just a few blocks north of the 405 freeway in Long Beach.
Cherry Avenue.
Dick Reardon saved L.A.'s original pantry from the wrecking ball. And
how hard do you think his life was growing up with a name like Dick Reardon? I realize it's not spelled like Reardon, but
still
try to explain that to a 7th grader.
100 jobs, too. Nothing new. Dick Reardon's created thousands of jobs from high-tech.
Now all I can think of is that song, that Queen song, Jameson, you know what I'm talking about. All we hear is radio tenure. Stuck in my head.
To healthcare, to milk. Reardon championed a tough city term limits initiative, created computer labs teaching 350,000 kids to read.
Are you enjoying the Oregon Trail, kids? Minnesota software.
Helped save Mattel Corporation and a great little diner, too.
Did they need help? Like the makers of Hot Wheels, who have sold over 1 billion cars as of like 1999?
We've got to get tough.
It's like Pat Buttram. I realize it said Buttram, but his last name is spelled Buttram. Pat Buttram. Not to defame the dead.
We must make L.A. safe.
Reardon
Again.
for mayor. Tough enough to turn L.A. around.
Stick it in your Reardon.
Yep, it's a dull, boring morning.
Dick Reardon before Dick Hughes.
65 degrees.
Dick Reardon, Dick Frontin. That's where I keep mine.
No wind, no clouds, dull.
Okay, there was something about, because like as my kid grows up, I realize he's doing the same shit I did, where like when you're bored, you say you're hungry. I did that. I was bored. I would say I was hungry. I go, why? Because all the fucking commercials when I was a kid was like, oh, are you bored? Have a snack. But it's also like a way to kill time, because if you go, I'm hungry, someone has to do something for you, and then you got something in front of you have to like polish off. But like, what a bizarre, like just dude's having a boring morning, and now he's got like 9 breakfasts to fix or finish. Didn't touch a single one. He just needed the sight of the raisins.
Yeah.
Whoa. What did he have for breakfast?
Nothing.
Nothing. It's all still on the counter. He left it there. He's a fucking wasteful pig.
I'm sold on you. I'm sold on you.
For the
first time ever, Toyota will pay your taxes. During our President's Day celebration, buy any small truck, 4x2 or 4x4, and Toyota will pay the sales tax. A savings up to $1,900. So see your Toyota dealer by Monday. Pick out your...
It's a lot back now, right? What happened to small trucks?
Small truck, and we'll pick up the tax.
I would drive a small truck.
Why are thousands flocking to the Franchise and Business Opportunities Expo?
Because they want to buy a pretzel wagon franchise for that pretzel wagon experience.
I got tired of working for other people. I wanted to get my own business. I thought something...
So I bought a franchise that's tightly regulated by the home company. Every franchise place I've ever worked at, like, it's not like you're your own boss. The person who owned the Burger King I worked at wasn't like, hey, guess what? This is a Burger King that's cool.
This is mine.
They did exactly what every other Burger King did. The Burger King gave us these rules. Follow them. Hey, be your own boss. You gotta go wild. But some people, there are McDonald's like that, because there's a YouTube channel, or maybe it's on Twitter, where it's like Unusual McDonald's, where people just go unchecked out in the great wilderness of the wild, wherever they are. I assume the Middle North.
Middle North,
Something possibly for myself might be a lot more lucrative and a lot more fun.
Wouldn't everyone like to be their own
It's like our
boss?
Kool-Aid Froyo place to the expo.
Go to the
If we could, but we got. Here's the thing, right? Here's our big problem, right? Because we need some sort of, we need ties to some sort of manufacturing and or fabrication place. Because when I'm talking about a big frozen yogurt dispenser, I don't think you fucking understand. Like 110 gallons of frozen yogurt needs to be swirling above people's heads. And like even with those 1 to 3 spigot things, they hold like what? Max 2-3 gallons a whack?
Yeah.
That's not how we're playing this shit. I don't want you to walk down 17 flavors. This is going to be boom, bam, bam, bam. 130 gallons all the time. Fast. Come get it. If you don't want it, get the fuck out. No clogging the line. Like when you see, like you're in the line, right? And someone wants like devil's food cake, but that's the second spigot. And you can't cut, but you want pina colada. And that's number 12. And this person's like, whoop, and it's dripping out. And they go, I don't understand what's happening, because they're not pulling the handle down enough. They think it's melted. They think the thing isn't working. But there you are with an empty cup, dick in your hand, as this person's like, drip, drip. No.
The Franchise and Business Opportunities Expo. Franchises, dealerships, home businesses, investments. You'll find them all this weekend at the Anaheim Convention Center.
I never knew there was that many opportunities out there.
It's terrific.
It's terrific.
I mean, you don't know until you look, right? But I feel like this is a good time to sort of take a break, decompress. All that franchise stuff is a little tough to swallow. So let me give you the first of my, and Ryan, since you're here, Matt, if you're out there, give me the high sign and I'll play yours next. But this is what would happen if if Ryan, you and I went to Vegas, we get drunk during the day, and, shenanigans ensue. So I would like you to listen to this.
Dave and Ryan in the city, oh yeah, oh yeah. Sipping on Beasley, let the good times begin, oh yeah, oh yeah. But Ryan got boldness, read the whole room, oh no. Told a limit, break the bike, 'cause now we're facing our doom. Let's go. Stumble, this ain't no charm. Lost my shoe and Ryan this song. Jacket slapping, hearts are thumping loud. Can't look back, gotta hide from the crowd. Run, run, run from the Vegas sun. Feet hitting pavement, this ain't no fun. Run, run, run from the big bad crew. Take drunk and foolish, what are we gonna do? Dreams turned into a fright. Laugh turned to scream in the neon light. Never thought we'd be in this crazy race. But here we are trying to save our faith. Run from the Vegas sun. Feet hitting pavement, this ain't no fun. Run from the big bad crew. Take drunk and foolish, what are we gonna do? Racing dreams turned into a fright. Laugh turned to scream in the neon light. Never thought we'd be in this crazy race, but here we are trying to save our face. Run from the Vegas sun. Feet hitting pavement, this ain't no fun. Run from the big bad crew. Take drunk and foolish, what are we gonna do?
So there you go. That's what happens when Ryan and I get together and have a little Riesling in Vegas during the day. But off the album where, some of you and I go to Vegas. Becca and I go to the pool. Fosco, something happens with him and me. Baked salmon. We get into a little something. Fosco, I haven't found... No, Fosco, yeah, I got him. Sorry, I think I said him twice. Jameson, I don't know what adventure we're going to get into yet, but... it's going to be some crazy shenanigans. I can guarantee you that.
This Monday, celebrate Santa Anita's 60th anniversary and get this colorful umbrella free. This Monday, a free
I gotta
umbrella
watch the
at
kid.
Santa Anita.
That's the thing. It's hard. I wanted a classic team up. So it's a concept album. So you just sort of have to, like, when Garth Brooks was Chris Gaines. So imagine it's just me in the show as it exists, but I have no wife and kid, and I have the time to go to Vegas basically every weekend with one of you guys and get into, some sort of zany adventure. Because, that's the thing. Like when friends, like when Ross and Rachel get together and have a baby, the show is over.
Yeah.
Anita and participating satellites.
Ask for your 2 medium pizzas with unlimited toppings for only $12.99. 2 medium pizzas with unlimited toppings, $12.99.
It's the pizza lover and I really like that.
That was the weirdest. It was like starting out as like a 50s doo-wop song that then like took a sharp left into Deloyer Avenue.
And here they are.
Not everything was better the way it used to be. Really big. But breakfast...
Yeah, check the carpet, because it matches the drapes. Big.
Sure was. Like the big old-fashioned hearty breakfast.
Big old pube.
With your pizza.
Yeah, free salsa. And then the guy comes in with the trench coat with the pump in the sleeve. He goes... sucking up all that pizza salsa. And he goes, a friend has joined us.
Breakfast at Caro's with eggs, bacon, sausage, hash browns, even pancakes. Caro's Hearty Breakfast, just $2.99.
I mean, the hardest of the hard of breakfast foods to recreate and replicate competently. They've even found a way to get pancakes on the menu, guys. Even.
There's no contest. Caro's, food like it used to be.
Or you'll hear it in your dreams if you live through the fucking 80s. Like, you guys ever played The Adventures in the Magic Kingdom on NES? This song plays on a loop when you're walking around the Magic Kingdom. Bing bong. And he asks you a question about Mickey or Goofy, and you have to try to find the key from, Pluto. He's got it. Plus, there's one in Pirates of the Caribbean. There's one in the Haunted Mansion. Space Mountain's got one. Big Thunder Mountain. Never beat the fucking game. Never. Couldn't get a single level beat. Never. Ever. I got one key out of the 6. 40 years old.
Ryan said never heard of that place, but looked it up and they went into last year.
Caro's?
Yeah. I'm assuming.
I think Caro's was like probably a California thing. We had one or two here, but they weren't like the Sizzler.
Street Electrical Parade ends October 15th.
Well, I thought it was for
Come
Christmas.
see it shine one last time.
this year.
Of all the people who will touch your life, it's the ones
We hope one isn't Larry Nasser.
you trust who will mean the most. They're the kind of people you'll find.
God, I just watched an interrogation today of like this. He wasn't a Larry Nasser type. Like he was a young-ish, like fit dude, gymnastics instructor. I just wanted them so bad because like he did the same shit. He was like tickling him and doing all this shit, but he had like full-blown, what they would call assault legally with all these girls in his class. I just wanted one of the fucking detectives to be like, Nasser, like say his name.
Right.
Just like, or maybe reference him just a little bit. Like you've got a fucking gymnast, sex pervert, gymnastics teacher, sex pervert. You don't bring up Nasser once?
Right. Have you heard of...
Like, come on, dude.
Find at Kaiser Permanente. Physicians who've chosen to work here.
Kaiser
Where they can
Temperente.
focus on your care rather than on the cares of running a business. Where they can practice medicine without someone else calling the
I fucking hate Kaiser. I don't live in California. Even though I don't, I hate them. Why, you ask? Deal with them on any level. Any level. Any level.
shots. Because they know you depend on them to make the best healthcare decisions for you
For the
and
banner
your
of
family.
California.
Kaiser Permanente. More people turn
Grabbing old people by the shoulders.
to us for good health.
LA Opera presents Verdi's popular masterpiece Rigoletto, February 27th through March 16th at the Music Center.
I mean, it was so
Call
popular. You guys got
480-3232 for tickets.
Who did that?
Be one of the first to experience Waterworld, a live SeaWorld spectacular at Universal Studios Hollywood, opening October 21st.
That was like, no joke. That was like one of their biggest attractions. Like the Waterworld show, despite the fact that Waterworld sucked and was a disaster, was like the best show ever at Universal Studios. I watched a documentary about it.
You'll witness death-defying stunts, a tidal wave of action on an ocean of thrills. Enter the Waterworld Action Sweepstakes to win passes to Universal Studios Hollywood.
And, Ryan probably knows this, but that show lasted like 20 years or something.
Wow. Simply mail a standard-sized postcard with your name, address, and daytime phone number to Post Office Box 4338, Hollywood, California, 90078.
90078. They were
You'll
always
also
in
receive a
90078.
Waterworld Survival Pack.
Show is
It's
still
a full
going.
day of action adventure.
No fucking way. I could have swore it stopped like in the, was it 2008, I thought, but whatever. But,
Maybe they revamped it.
I
and
could
brought
be
it back.
also confusing that with like Beetlejuice's Rocking Review or whatever the fuck that thing was, because that lasted a long ass time too, but I know that's gone.
Adventure and fun, and now Waterworld, only at Universal Studios Hollywood.
If
Most
it's still
of us
going,
feel
like,
pretty safe
kudos.
when we're at work.
Like the longest running property that you guys know this reference. You ever see Dennis the Menace, the live action movie with Walter Matthau as Mr. Wilson, and he's waiting for that 100-year-old plant to blossom and he misses it? It's the crux of the fucking movie. Like that plant is the Waterworld live show, and it's growing out of a large pile of shit that was the movie. It's like a giant weird monster came and dropped a loose ass dump, and a plant grew out of it that lasted 100 years. That was the most beautiful thing anyone had ever seen. It's crazy.
But every year, highway and utility workers are injured or killed on the job. That's because drivers aren't careful and don't slow down when they approach work zones.
It was
Think about
originally
it.
Miami Vice
How
stunt
would you
show,
like
then
it
became
if someone drove
Waterworld,
through your workplace
and he
at
just checked and it's still
65
going.
Hot damn. Unbelievable.
miles an hour? Work zone crews are just doing their job. Give them a break. Their
Don't kill
lives
'em.
depend on it.
This is a story about America and a
Okay.
man with a dream named Jack.
Oh.
Not long ago, Jack promised to make his burgers, shakes, and fries the best in the land.
Still waiting.
And then he made tacos.
He listened to people in towns big and small, and
that
now his
Marvin
burgers
doing?
are juicier, his fries are crispier, and his shakes are made with real ice cream. So drop by soon for a classic.
And there's no conspiracy swirling around the machines that dispense those shakes. Am I right, guys? Right?
Shake combo at a place called Jack in the Box in a country called America.
One of the worst places to put an office, Ryan, an active freeway.
Yeah.
When Roger spots a
Just
good
cheap.
thing, he likes to get two of them. So he was happy to hear.
He looks like the Bush's baked beans dude. I thought that he got 2 dogs because he had so many beans, but this is obviously not the same guy.
That Shakey's had 2 pizzas
Shakey's
for
Pizza.
one low price. 2 medium pizzas smothered with real mozzarella cheese and 1 topping for just $10.98 a pair.
We'll smother it with 1 topping.
Roger loved it. So did his family.
For here or to go?
Shakey's $10.98
I found twins I abducted.
pair of pizzas because 2 is
Lucky
better
him,
than
right,
1.
guys?
This January at Lamps Plus, it's the 1-cent track sale. Buy any 3 Luminaire bullet lights, get a 4-foot track for 1 cent.
Wow.
Now at Lamps Plus, the most incredible January sale ever. Begin the new decade of
And that track is where you spend most of your money.
automotive excitement at the Los Angeles Convention Center with the Greater Los Angeles Auto Show. Compare the full line of domestic and import cars and trucks and the largest unveiling of new models never before seen. See the spectacular...
Whoa, man.
Whoa, look at that thing.
There were so many cool concept cars that, you know, the 90s spit out and then we never got, obviously, because, I don't know, we're just like allergic to looking cool. I feel like there's no real reason that shit shouldn't look cool. Like the new Bronco is like in the right direction. There's no reason we can't have something that reminds us of, you know, a 57 Impala or like an whatever, a 60 something Gran Torino or something. There's nothing that says we cannot make things on the outside look cool and just pack all the safety shit in.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Charger did it mostly. That Mustang Evo is fucking dropping the ball hardcore, but, you know, whatever, they're bag.
Spectacular cars of tomorrow. If you can imagine it, you
And
can
yesterday.
find it. Now through Sunday at the Los Angeles Convention Center. A new decade of automotive excitement begins
Man, could you guys imagine owning a Mitsubishi? Woo!
at the Greater Los Angeles Auto Show.
The Lester one happens next month.
The Super One Day Sale, Saturday, 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Save 20 to 50% store-wide. Time's flying. The Super One Day Sale, Saturday at the Broadway.
Which means that everything that you want when you show up will either not be on sale or at most the 20%.
Yeah. Entering Lincoln Plaza. Jim, check out the guy by the statue. You see him?
He's just standing there.
Right hands on his crank.
Find him.
Kill him.
He's running. Like, he should be easy to...
Mr. President, here, take this 6-pack of tacos.
Guy with greasy tacos. Take him down.
You gotta be starving.
Next time, try a sandwich from Togo's, where the food is fresh, not just fast.
But don't have the president's hand, like, desperately grab for the tacos, right? You'd have him do this or like that. Or, like, have him grab the mace off the side of the car like Mr. Burns has. You know? I still had a great time.
Fast.
Hey, he looked hungry.
I just came to get something to eat. His shoes are untied.
Hello, boys and girls. My name's Jerry Bonato. Check it out. Round 3 of the AMA US Supercross Series. High-flying, in-your-face racing with the hottest riders in the country, twisting it for the championship. Plus, the legends of Supercross and the US Women's Motocross Team Competition. Attractive, beautiful women that race dirt bikes. Party prices now at...
Really quick, because now if you watch, like, motorsports shit, like, it's nothing but dudes doing backflips or flying off or, like, letting go of the handlebars. Like, we saw nothing in this commercial. Like, dudes are going over jumps. Their ass doesn't leave the seat. There's no flare. There's no pop into circumstance. Like, does this predate the extreme era? Because it's like, what, 1990-ish?
Pre-Excite Bike.
No, Excite Bike beats this. It's just like there was nobody doing, like, the Superman. I can't imagine. It would be like going to a monster truck rally and, like, never seeing any of the trucks, like, get more than 2 wheels off the ground. What the fuck?
Brian says we used to have a combination Dunkin' Donuts, Togo's, and Baskin Robbins. Togo's is long gone, but they are still there.
Togo's is one of those things, man. It's like, if you ever worked there, now you get to be like, I worked at a store that no longer exists. TCBY is probably still out there, right?
Only one thing has a richer, fruitier taste than Shasta strawberry.
An actual strawberry, stupid.
It has to be Shasta.
Clear your
Notice how they didn't answer? Because it's probably some law about lying.
calendar. Rearrange your schedule. Whatever
whatever it takes. Just get down to the semi-annual sale at Krause's Sofa Factory.
Now get 10 to
cancel the
50%
beach
savings
and buy
on
a
sofas,
sofa.
beds,
Maybe
leather,
you
and
don't need
more.
one.
Factory direct made-to-order sofas from just $4.95, all with Krause's lifetime guarantee. Choose from 100 sofa styles, 50 sizes, and over 800
Why are you writing this on your calendar?
gorgeous fabrics. So save 10 to 50% with
Yeah, TCBY. They got to still be out there.
financing
I've
till
seen
June
them
during
in the
this
wild.
limited time special event. Whatever you do, don't miss the semi-annual sale now at Krause's Sofa Factory.
Why is the taste of Shasta so superior?
different one.
Because what goes into Shasta is
Must come out.
so superior. For great taste, it has to be Shasta.
I just watched a documentary on Shasta, too, where they basically just stole everybody's shit and did it in such a way that, like, you obviously know who's getting ripped off, but they can't do shit about it. Like, their tropical punch is like a rip-off one-for-one of the Hawaiian punch thing. Their cola uses the exact color combination as Coke. Like, their Dr. Shasta, need I say more?
Yeah.
Everything they do, like their Mountain Thunder. Hello?
Shasta.
Support the
I'm
little
Miriam
guy. I love
Walters,
RC.
and I also teach the preschool parent ed classes. I'd love for you to experience the joy in a child's face as he learns a new task or she tries a new art experience. And you too will get something from sharing with other parents on techniques of child rearing.
Yes, I'm a father of 3 taking the parent education class here at Coastline College.
Couldn't have like the dude cutting together this footage like, hey, guess what? dude? Like, there's no director being like, the important part is the adults talking, not the kids screaming. So maybe back that volume down like 30% and leave the people talking right where that is. So it's not like you're desperately trying to hear a normal adult in a room of kids when all you deal with is kids.
Yeah.
I find it very unique since my wife works full-time and I take care of the children at home. And I think it's very useful to every parent to come.
Hi, I'm Dr.
Really quickly, this is just a pet peeve that no one cares about, not even me, but very unique is like ATM machine. Unique, by virtue of its definition, means one. Very unique, very one thing. It's extremely singular. Like it's the most one you've ever seen. Stop. Just say it's unique. It's the most unique. If there's one of a kind, it can't be the most one it's ever been of that kind because it's the only one. It's the best and the worst, I guess. So maybe you're right. Fuck me.
I'm Dottie Appel, and I teach preschool parent ed.
Oh, God, Parachute Day. Everybody loves Parachute Day.
I'd love for you to experience the joy of it on a child's face when they have their first Shasta.
Oh, yeah, when they hear that CO2 pop and it goes tss, and then that crisp, cool taste of Mountain Thunder goes rocketing over their taste buds.
I think I have the best of both worlds. I get to work with parents and I get to work with preschoolers. Come visit us and join us.
P.S. This does not predate the invention of microphone wind screens. Maybe you've seen them in bloopers, right? When like an animal or a person like pulls a big fuzzy thing off a microphone. That thing isn't there for like the gag. It's not so someone can pull it off and then go, whoa! It's to block wind noise. You can't hear very much because of this. Right? They exist.
In our positive parenting program. Thank you.
At Shakey's, all our pizzas come with a little something extra. Fun.
I was just thinking about this the other day. Not anything about Shakey's Pizza, but like the low-level hiss that filled the silence of life in the analog world. Whether you were listening to music on a tape, on a CD, or watching TV, when like the ambient or the intentional sound drops out, there's always that. Like now it's something artists and people like look for as like a nostalgic throwback, and some people do it unintentionally. There's a indie band that I really love that probably should have leaned into the intentional aspect, because when their vocals come in, they're on one of those mics that's probably analog, maybe going to tape, where like it's got that soft like it's not super distracting, but whoever did their master cut, like whenever they're not singing, they just cut that track. So it'll go like the music will start, and then you'll hear like a, because you know the vocal track is popping in, and then when the person editing that tape goes, okay, vocals are done, I'm gonna save some track on the, or some space on this track, and I'm gonna cut it out. So it was,
See, only Shaky serves up the good times right along with the food. Food. We're talking feast. From pizza to chicken to our famous Mojo potatoes and more. You'll find it.
Look what the white people did to all this food. There's like no color in the chicken, the pizza. It looks like it's made out of Play-Doh. We ruin everything.
All at Shaky's. So hey, come on in. And right now, just buy any medium or large pizza and get 5 pieces of chicken plus Mojo potatoes for only $1.99.
Yeah, not for nothing. The white people got potatoes on lock. Those are the only things that I would like reach into the screen for. Mojo potatoes?
Only at
Come on.
Shaky's.
For many senior citizens, there will be no golden
Is that
years.
Joe Pesci?
They're victims of elder abuse, an often hidden crime which brings years of pain, fear, loneliness, and tragically, for some, death. We must all take part in the prevention of elder abuse. First, by learning to recognize the signs.
She was 80 years old.
Yeah, she had 40 more years to live when this commercial was shot.
And then knowing where and how to
You had a lot of nicknames in high school,
Yeah.
Ryan. Like, how many clicks were you in and out of? Like, don't get me wrong, I moved through the clicks. But you, my friend, woof.
The
One person
Ombudsman's
each should
office
click.
investigates all reports of abuse in nursing homes and board and care facilities.
Like, whose idea was it to be like, oh, let's take a picture of this dude's flat ass hanging over a railing? Jesus.
Use elsewhere should be reported to the Adult Protective Services Agency. But if you suspect elder abuse, don't hesitate. Report it immediately to any police or sheriff's officer. They will notify any other agency which may need
And
to be
they'll
involved.
possibly do something
We
about
can
it.
truly make a life-saving difference for
She's
many
covered in
elderly
starfish.
citizens. Together, we can be a lifeline.
What happened
This
to
weekend,
elderly
over
abuse?
4,000 used
Okay,
cars
that's
will be on
everywhere.
sale at Irvine Meadows and Dodger Stadium. It's Southern California's
free balloons
giant
and
used
hot
car
dogs for the
clearance
kids.
sale. Free admission, gates open at 9 a.m.
Yeah. Do you believe there's no cover charge to get into a used car lot, guys?
Man.
With a $50 minimum purchase, you'll get a certificate good for half off the regular price of an adult lift ticket. Ski hard, drive easy to Mountain High with half-price ski tickets available exclusively at Ralph's.
Exclusive.
Hey, fellas, can you tell me who's who? I'm Jim, this is Dave. Well, I still can't tell the two of you apart.
That's Pete and Pete.
Can you?
One time I was walking into a mirror.
Yeah?
And I thought it was me, but it was actually Jimmy.
But if you were going on a date...
So it wasn't a mirror. The story doesn't make any sense, my dude. So you were walking intentionally into a mirror? Because that seems like it was the plan, but then you realized it wasn't a mirror and it was your brother, so that threw a monkey wrench into this, because you wanted to walk into that mirror.
Date in the Grand Cherokee, when would you start getting ready?
5, 6 o'clock in the morning? Yeah.
Right now, save up to $1,200. Plus, for a limited time, get a ski rack at no extra...
I'm kind of glad that the 90s obsession with twins died.
Yeah.
It was weird. Like, for Doublemint Gum, I got it. It was a layup, but it felt like everything needed twins. Like Budweiser, remember? And twins! They wrote a fucking white trash anthem about that shit. Thank God we're over that.
And they always were like dressed exactly the same.
Right.
And there was no distinction between the two of them. Like,
because that was the thing that everybody wanted. You wanted two in the 90s. The public apparently was screaming for two people who looked alike but weren't the same person. I don't know what we were doing. It's like when we fell in love with Australia for that hot minute between like 1992 and 1996. It was like Australia, twins, and fucking blocky cars.
Extra charge.
10 out of 10 chance they've traded places and banged
And
each
that's
other's
life in a
wives.
Jeep Grand Cherokee. Brought to you by...
Right. Have you seen that? There's that, I can't remember what their names were, but like they're these two identical twin brothers. And like, it probably, like if one of them had not been a criminal, they probably could have gotten, the one who was a criminal probably would have gotten away with it. But like they were identical twin brothers. They both smoked cigarettes. They both did this and that, but they both did things just slightly different. Like they both smoked cigarettes, but one guy smoked Bronsons, the other one smoked Black and Milds. And one guy wore like Keds and the guy wore Reeboks or whatever. Like they were so close. And they were interviewing the one brother who didn't kill anybody. And like, we found your DNA. And he's like, no, you didn't. I've never met this person. And he's like, you know, I got a twin brother, right? And they go, but.
You by your California Jeep and
We
Eagle
didn't do
dealer.
our research.
Who else?
When you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you.
Why are these people smiling? Maybe it's...
So we're trying to cram an entire song into 15 seconds, so we're cutting out literally every ounce of unnecessary silence. When you're smiling, when you're smiling, when you're smiling, when you're smiling, it is drum roll, Carols.
Because they know that by always giving folks just what they're hungry for, they're bound to get a smile or two in return.
The whole world smiles.
So is Coco's kind of like a
Right now, Coco's
like a
It's like a
Panera
high-class
or-
Denny's.
Oh, okay.
It's like a sit-down place. It's like if you go like the Iceberg or whatever, let's go tier list. Bottom tier, IHOP, Denny's. There's something in the Ruby's probably in the middle there. But Caro's and Marie Callender were like the top. They all same sort of diner that did the sort of same Americana food, but also offered pies.
Oh, okay.
Those smothered sirloin dinners are each just $7.99.
Coco's, we've got just what you're hungry for.
Your ticket to entertainment is right here at Orange Coast College. Our new year begins yesterday. A tribute.
The Indian Beatles. Jesus Christ, these dudes, like, what do you think their day jobs are? Like, they're all accountants?
Yeah.
To the Beatles, singing and playing their instruments. Yesterday will impress you with their onstage banter and wonderful.
Why? I realize what else are you gonna do, right? But every fucking cover band, maybe they think it's clever. Maybe it's just something that you have to do. Like if you say, "Hey, we're gonna start a cover band," they like the devil appears in a circle of flame and says, "Okay, you're starting a cover band. Guess what? You've got to name your band a song from that band." So, like, if you're Aerosmith, you're "Love in an Elevator." If you're the Beatles, you're "Yesterday." If whatever, everybody's always like, or if you're going to get crazy, like you'll change a name in the or change a word in the song.
Yeah.
But what are we doing here?
Wonderful music. Come see this Fab Four on January 11th.
Exactly like they used to.
Fans of
Shitty
1930s and
Beatles.
40s jazz will enjoy Swing Fever when they deliver the sounds of Count Basie, Duke Ellington, Cole Porter, and Gershwin on January 12th.
Like the guy, this dude was like, "Oh shit, you guys are all wearing hats? I wish you guys would have called each other to at least make the hats the same." So I guess I'm rethinking my, yeah, I'm actually okay with this. I'm okay.
This is
Like,
fine.
I'd rather be this guy than this guy maybe. I like that hat, but what's up with these dudes? Like this guy, what is he, a golf caddy? I get his hat. What's he? Is he a sous chef / painter?
Oh, that's a hat? I thought it was his hair.
He's a Shriner? Yeah, that's the wildest comb over I've ever seen.
I'm far away from the TV. I can't
Boaters
tell.
and armchair sailors will enjoy exciting speakers, films, and sea tales when our popular sailing series gets underway on January 17th and runs the entire month.
Oh, boy.
Before freshmen
missed it.
return on January 19th with beautiful ballads and pop tunes like Route 66 and Graduation Day. We've got a ticket just right for you. Have fun at Orange Coast College. Call us at 714-432-5880.
Blink.
That's another thing. Like, I don't know why the 80s and 90s, like, there was, maybe it was an analog director problem, but like the last line leaves the spokesperson, the actor, the whoever's mouth, and then there's like a solid like 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000. So they can like give a big gulp, maybe take a breath and blink a few times, and then it fades to black.
Lights!
Check!
Now!
Right? Got it!
And a dragon!
Oh, yeah!
Cool, Dad. Oh. Coming, honey!
Hey, the real Main Street Electrical Parade is at Disneyland every night beginning March 30th. But hurry, it's the farewell season.
I could have made that.
You're right.
All the great oldies and a
Like I kind of look like Thomas Jane, right, guys?
chance to win $1,000 an hour
Jimmy
on your
Fallon is
oldie
alive.
station, K-Earth 101.
But Johnny Five was the time. Imagine like if Johnny Five and Fisher Stevens like were stuck in a room because you had to plug Johnny Five in, right? It's like a dryer.
Oldies K-Earth 101.
Talk radio, every fucking radio station, all all of them in the Valley. Where are those singing people? They came back for that one not American Dad, that one Family Guy episode. Now they're back to, I don't know, being dead. They're like Spinal Tap. They came back from the dead to do one thing, and then they went back to their graves.
Singing. We're gonna sing the Togo song.
Okay, sing.
I live in Los Angeles. I like to eat at Togo's. At Togo's you won't get hosed. At Togo's you won't get hosed. Come on now. Who the man of me behind them all? Whoa, 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 whoa.
I'd like to thank Oasis for writing this song for us. We would like to not thank all the idiots who... Here's the thing. If you're going to do a man on the street bit, cook the shit. Like, have them know the song. Don't, like, sing to a woman with your lav mic cord stretched to the nth degree, because God knows where that's going. Not the point. You're going to have a thing where you're singing a song to someone. Don't have them look confused and awkward.
Yeah, don't just walk up to them.
Imagine if, like, when Quiznos was doing their thing and those weird little fucking monkey squirrels, like, if one of them was just like, I don't know what's going on, like, get them invested.
Look at all those tiny tomatoes.
Over 100 Alpha Betas are now Ralphs. So while many things are better,
Like prices.
some things are the same.
Like me.
Like prices.
Like prices.
Same friendly faces, new lower
They
prices.
have a pepper
Come
bar.
in for Ralph's half-price steak.
They did have a pepper bar.
I'm for that.
That's the thing that sucks, man. Like, Quiznos fucked themselves over because they were idiots. Look it up if you care. But there's so few companies out there that have, like, genuinely, like, disturbing and or avant-garde advertising campaigns. Like, sometimes they'll go a little wild, like Wendy's on Twitter is kind of funny sometimes. But seldom do you have someone, like, pressing their balls up against the window of the bus to, like, show everybody they drive by their sack, like Quiznos did with their commercials. It was just, like, insane. You couldn't even get mad. You just had to watch as the sack flew by on the bus, and you go, well, hot damn.
Goes.
Yeah, they're like Sears. Quiznos are like Sears. There's 3 of them each spread across the country.
Steak and potato sale. Ralph's California beef, porterhouse, and T-bone steaks are only $2.99 a pound. And 10-pound bags of russet potatoes are just 89 cents a bag. So come in and save.
89 cents for a 10-pound bag of potatoes.
It's always Ralph. But that's the thing. As much as... Because there are things today you can look at and go like, well, that's cheap. Because maybe you don't buy them a lot. Like when we buy potatoes, like, oh, potatoes are cheap. Because we never buy potatoes. It's like, typically low carb. But even the stuff that you think today is cheap was like practically free in the old days.
Yeah.
There you go. Because, as we're sitting here going, whoa, there was probably in situ, like in 1992, some old lady behind the TV going like, well, when I was a kid, you would have to get a pair of tin snips and cut a penny into 6 equal slices, and you give the farmer one of the slices, and he'd give you half a field's worth of potatoes. Okay, well, that doesn't exist anymore, lady. But I do have another song that I want to play for you. This is about Matt. He's not here anymore, so he can't necessarily get offended by it. But I think you'll recognize some characters from this narrative. I'll see you after this. Maybe I won't. Hold on. Here we go. Bye.
Hey baby, match your bed, something that's on your block. Feel the funk, stumbling through the strip, 2 tipsy, trips full of junk, black spots, gypsy rose, eyes wide, jaw slack, shouting, no girl, let me get an autograph. Lights hit harder when you day drunk, feel a buzz. Stumbling through the strip, 2 tipsy, trunks full of junk, mad spots, gypsy rose, eyes wide, jaw slack, shouting, yo girl, let me get an autograph. Bright lights hit harder when you day drunk, feeling buzz. Stumbling through the crowd, looking lost, feeling fuzz. Matt's nerves got him sweating, palms wet, shaking hands. Gypsy smiling wide, the queen of all his plans. Day drunk in Vegas, chasing dreams under neon beams. Day drunk in Vegas, living life out loud, loud screams. That day, wildin' out to the night days. days and nights blend, kiss the sky, never shy. Gypsy's autograph glistens like the West Coast glow. Two fools on the loose, spirits overflow. Matt finally gets his shot, pen and paper in his grasp. Gypsy signs with grace, turns the moment to a blast. Dave's laughing loud, cause they know it's just the start. Daydrunk memories tattooed deep in their hearts. Daydrunk in Vegas, chasing dreams under neon beams. Daydrunk in Vegas, living life out loud, loud screams. That day, wildin' out till the night takes flight. Daydrunk in Vegas, under that city of lights. In Vegas, chasing dreams under neon beams. Day drunk in Vegas, living life out loud, loud screams. Night and day, wildin' out till the night takes flight. Day drunk in Vegas, under that city of lights.
That's what happens when Matt and I go to Vegas. We find Gypsy Rose and we chase her all around trying to get her autograph. Matt's like, hey, man, let me get an autograph. So there's that for you. That being said, let's get back into the commercials. We got more Ralphs and stuff to go over. Wow, I remember this commercial. Something I actually remember.
I think you know why I'm here, Ed.
Oh, look, Jack, I'm retired. No more burger wars for me.
Ed, I need you to help make Jumbo Jacks.
You mean?
Yeah, at 99 cents. They're so popular, I'm having
That dude that Jack is talking to looks like John Lithgow's dad in Harry and the Hendersons. M. Emmett Walsh.
trouble keeping up with demand.
Let's do it.
I respect the man who still drives a Super Beetle in the 90s.
In the morning.
At Black Angus, save $11 on filet mignon for two. Caesar salads with an appetizer and mud pie to split.
Got a big old mud pie. Do you guys... this predates it probably, but remember that like Clint Eastwood character who would like shave with a Bowie knife by a fire, and he's like Black Angus, and he's always like super intense about his steak. He was always doing something incredibly manly. Like at the end, like when he was shaving with the knife, he does something. But like I remember him like grabbing a hot iron, and like he was always doing something at the end where like he should, if he were a normal human, be experiencing extreme pain. But like he looks at the camera and laughs maniacally because he's got like a Black Angus steak on the horizon. Like getting shot in the nuts by a .22 is no big deal because he's got a mud pie on the back burner.
Gets me all steamy just thinking about it.
And then like that guy that we just saw, the cartoon guy, he looked like the guy that I'm referring to. And one time, he uses his pan that he's cooking the steak with to like smash a fly. And he's like, bing!
The giant 11th annual Fall Home Decorating and Remodeling Show.
Not have
Everything
Black
you need
Angus?
at great prices.
Maybe
Indoors at Anaheim
Like Black Angus was like above Sizzler, below Ruth's Chris.
Stadium this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Don't miss it.
I'm Fred Rogan. As you know by now, Channel 4 viewers have requested that we drop the K and simply be known as NBC4. We're up to our keisters and Ks.
I'm Fritz Coleman, and folks, all these Ks are destined to become collector's items.
They make great knickknacks.
We're in talks with a clan to purchase all of them, but we're probably not going to take that deal, given the optics.
If you'd like to own your own authentic K, send a self-addressed stamped envelope to Historic K Offer, 3000 West Alameda, Burbank, 91523. Think of it as sort of a keepsake or an eepsake.
I wonder wonder if people did that.
They had to have. Somebody get me one of those Ks.
Maybe it's true that you are what you eat.
Maybe that's why I do so much shit that I do. Because I remember hearing things on the radio and seeing things on the TV like that, where it's like, hey, here's when a company before, when you could basically just buy whatever you wanted anytime on the internet, like a big company would be like, here's a little gimmicky thing that we'll give you. And I would go, God damn, I want all of them. I don't care what it was, if it was a keychain or what, biggest, smallest. If some company somewhere was like, here's a weird thing with our logo on it, I go, me too. That's why I've got a bunch of fucking stickers and glasses and shit. Like, anytime I make a logo, I stick it on clothes. Because back in the 90s, that's all I wanted. I wanted somebody, I didn't want to send in the self-addressed stamped envelope or the postcard with a name on it. I could just order it. Vistaprint.
Ryan just sent you a K.
Cocos must be beautiful and happy.
I'm going to hang it on the wall.
And hearty and, well, enthusiastic. Or maybe it just seems that way. Cocos.
Yep.
We've got just what you're hungry for.
Did you have friendlies here?
Right now, Coco Steak and Shrimp Choices dinners are just $8.99.
And don't forget your holiday pie.
There's a really big difference between K-Big and Coast. K-Big is upbeat. It keeps me going through my day, all the day.
Darius Rucker is still making music. He's like the Waterworld, the show of,
the person
of 90s alternative rock.
Coast is very sleepy. Really sleepy. K-Big's just more upbeat.
My
it's more
name.
alive. There's more variety.
It's over there, Ryan. It's off camera.
It's framed.
It's in a frame.
I'll take a picture of it later.
K-Big plays Mariah Carey, Elton John Cicada, Rod Stewart, Genesis,
Melissa Etheridge, the Indigo Girls, wink, wink, ladies.
Etheridge. I mean, it's an incredible station. I never hear anything I don't like. K-Big 104 plays the best variety.
When I listen to K-Big, it really sounds like someone is coming to my window.
In today's hits and yesterday's favorites.
Today's hits and yesterday's favorites.
Listen.
Ay, ay, ay.
The Collector's Art will hold its biggest clearance sale ever. Our season's ending and we must sell.
Come on down to Thomas Kincaid's artist of, what is his name? The fucking something of light. God damn it. Well, there's a joke ruined.
Out of our 4,000 beautiful oil paintings at $39 or less. $39.
Horrifying clowns and Nagel paintings for $39.
Incredible. In addition, hundreds of our gallery oils like you see here at unbelievably low prices. This Sunday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
That shit happened, though, because, like, I remember when I was a kid, my mother, like, would go to Flowers and such, like before Hobby Lobby, before Michael's, small mom and pop places that sold silk plants and beyond. And every fucking time the artist Marty Bell would release a portrait or whatever the fuck, a painting, my mom would go and get one. But they were just reproductions, right? Because, like, there's no way Marty Bell is like the Bob Ross and, like, painting a zillion photos. And I go, why the fuck do you care? It's just a reproduction. Marty Bell. It's like Thomas Kincaid, the painter of light. Is that his name? Painter of light?
Probably.
In Anaheim at the Anaheim Convention Center. In Torrance at the Holiday Inn. In Ventura at the Holiday Inn.
Listen to today's hottest hits and yesterday's favorite plays.
Monica at the Miramar Sheraton. In Industry at the Industry Hills Sheraton.
The
In Pasadena at the Hilton. In San Bernardino at the Hilton. In Ontario at the Hilton. And in Woodland Hills at the Warner Center Marriott.
Wouldn't it be L announcer and L lawyer? Because day means of. Right?
Technically, you are correct, yes. If we were speaking exclusively Spanish and I called myself de lawyer, they would be confused on the other side. Because here, as an English speaker, we go de lawyers. Hearing it, the lawyer. Lawyer being English, so we understand that de meaning the to us. But a Spanish speaker, if we said de lawyer, they would go de. So they understand that. But lawyer would be nothing. So it's a mix. It's like deli mex. Delicious Mexican snacks. Or, no, that's not like what it is at all. Tex-Mex, right?
Yes.
It's a mix of American and a mix of the Hispanic. De, it's the Whitey's version of the for the Mexicans. And lawyer, I mean, you know, I can learn Spanish for lawyer. I'm white. The lawyer.
Hearty breakfast.
Sorry.
Today,
My tiny
something
sausages.
really satisfying.
Sorry.
Why does he have 2 slices of onion? Like, It's not even vanilla.
The problem with some new breakfast deals is they're not much of a meal.
Those
But
tiny
Carol's
bagels
Hearty
are
Breakfast
good.
has two.
Why did you blow away all your powdered sugar, dude? Like, you already have very little, and you're like, abogado.
Avocado. Lawyer.
Yeah, because, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Right.
What can bankruptcy do for you?
I'm not saying of the lawyer. Because a Spanish speaker would go, of the what? What is lawyer? Lawyero. That's not the right.
Bankruptcy can stop the telephone calls. It can stop lawsuits. It can stop garnishments. There is no charge for talking with you. Call
He looks
Slate
like Drippy
and Leone,
Dog.
He sounds like the Cajun cook.
Day or night. Area code 213.
Area code 213-47. Go to the Savannah Justice.
And then, no bills.
He looks like
Post no bills.
Matlock died and they stuck his body onto like a wire frame. Because look at his suit. It's like he's hanging. He looks like that ghost from Beetlejuice who like he got run over and he's on that track and he goes, hey. That's not this guy.
Call NOBILLS.
No bullshit.
No bills. We make bill collectors leave you alone, and that
I do declare.
means leave you
Weekend at
alone.
Matlock's.
It's the Good Guys 4-day sale.
Come on down to the Savannah. The Pendergast estate will be awaiting and ready.
That means Friday through Monday, you'll find huge savings throughout the store. A Kenwood mini system with 3 CD changer, just $3.99. Save $100.
That's like 36 tracks you can listen to. Where will you find the time to hear them all?
Or this VHS VCR with remote for only $129.
Remember, kids, they're called VCRs. They're not VHS players. Technically, they do play VHS tapes, but they are VCRs. We spent 40 years calling them VCRs. Everybody forgot what they were. And every time someone says, is that a VHS player? I go, no, it's a VCR.
I'm pretty sure I've done that.
IBM Aptiva multimedia system.
It is a VCR.
With monitor and 8 megabytes of memory is
With
only
remote, yeah.
$21.99. And make 1995.
You can change the channel from across the room, guys. I mean, when I was a kid, I had a stick that had a pair of vice grips duct taped to it and a string.
Your biggest year ever, because we've got every big screen on sale. Every brand,
Yeah, sure, they're 4 feet deep, but what do you fucking care? It's the 90s.
every model. The Good
What else do you got?
Everything's new. And
Everything
waiting
just
for
empties
you
into the
at
left
the
can.
1995 Greater Los Angeles Auto Show.
Ooh.
See 1,000 domestic and import cars and trucks with more new models than ever before. See Chrysler's
It's only been
all-new
5
minivan,
years, and things are already looking up.
Ford's redesigned Taurus and Explorer, BMW's first hatchback.
Cadillacs
See
never
over
looked
2
good.
dozen World and North American debuts. Check
this
out the new
minivan.
Motorsports Expo, concept cars, accessories, and more. The LA Auto.
The S10, right? If you were in high school when the Chevy S10, like that model in the 90s that sort of went through, everybody, man, like if you wanted a beater truck or if someone had something to work on, everybody knew had an S10 at some point. They were just like Cavaliers. I feel like if you sneezed, like a Cavalier would shoot at your nose and end up in your driveway. and they're like those. They kind of are like the gumballs of the car world because they're cheap and they go everywhere and they're colorful, but they don't last long. The flavor dies out. And like it was under 5 years that we went from seeing like brand new Cobalts and Cavaliers and S10s to like all of them being burnt out and narrowly escaping being totally destroyed by a fire.
LA Auto Show, now through Sunday, January 15th at the LA Convention Center.
She's thrusting toward the air.
Hey, lady, want a bacon double cheeseburger?
No, thanks. That fried food will kill ya.
Next time, try a sandwich from Togo's, where the food is fresh, not just fast.
Lots of Togos.
And who's frying a burger? I mean, in this day and age?
Your tent or mine?
Why is the taste of Shasta so superior?
Why was that a
Because
funny
what goes
question?
into Shasta is so superior.
Maybe because it's a foregone conclusion. Maybe they always bang in his tent and he's like, that's their joke.
Or he just has a tiny tent and she's like, ha ha ha, you know I won't fit in there.
Maybe they always bang in her. That's the thing. We don't know them. They seem to be a happy couple, but we don't know their inner working. So it was a bizarre thing to throw into that commercial like that. But, I mean, that's the thing. The implication is not totally missed. I mean, I'm inferring the fact that they're a happy couple, despite the fact they might be sex perverts who work at a circus.
I'm very uncomfortable.
Superior. For great taste, it has to be Shasta.
60 years ago, the founding of Santa Anita opened the modern era of professional sports in Southern California, where some of the world's great athletes, the thoroughbreds, and the jockeys who ride them provide unparalleled sporting thrills. This Martin Luther King...
I don't want to be this guy, right? But when it comes to sports, some sports feel like they definitely take a lot of time and energy, and others you go, like racing in a car or racing on a horse. Like, the horse is doing all the work. You just have to be light and know where to lean. The car, they have to put artificial restrictions in it, so they all basically like governors, if you will. So they all go about the same speed.
Mm-hmm.
I understand there's probably nuance, and you got to know about drafting. Cars taught me a little something about racing, so I'm an expert. But it just feels like moral of the story is like a basketball player who's gonna dribble and run all over the place.
Right.
You're just sitting down. It just feels like. But that's the thing. When you have a job, whatever it may be, you look at something that seems easier that probably isn't. So I may just be standing on the outside being like, so you put on a jumpsuit and sit down for 500 miles? I don't know.
Luther King Jr. Holiday Monday. To celebrate Santa Anita's 60th anniversary, fans get this nylon sports bag emblazoned with the winning colors of racing free.
Yikes.
The unique spectacle and bright colors of Santa Anita, plus a free sports bag this holiday Monday at Santa Anita and all satellite locations.
Get a free sports bag. Yeah.
$12.
Off-road superstars push it to the limit for one night of non-stop entertainment.
And the only exciting shit's when they break or crash or...
Racing history in the premier event of the year.
Jurassic Jack, my favorite Jack. Way better than Kangaroo, if you ask me.
16 races, one night from $12. Mickey Thompson's off-road racing Saturday, January 21st.
I mean, look at them. They're not doing anything special.
Ticketmaster. Bring a friend to hold you down.
Bring a friend to hold you down.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Where does the evening go from there, announcer?
See business opportunities at the Entrepreneur Expo this weekend at the Pomona
It's all
Fairplex.
chicks.
Fairplex exit off I-10. Start your own business now.
Only one thing
Damn,
has a
Shasta
richer,
was popping.
fruitier taste than Shasta Orange. It has to be Shasta.
Again, I'm a
Here at
fan of the
Goodhill
third
Nissan,
party.
We take pride in getting you financed. So that means if you have bad credits, like bankruptcies, judgments, repossessions, possibly no credit, or you're a first-time
Possibly?
buyer, we can get you in a new car or truck. Just call us at 687-7.
We're proud to get you into a vehicle and charge you 27 to 46% interest.
1,000, or come by in La Crescenta, Foothill Nissan, 3333 Foothill Boulevard. And remember, $500 gets you into a new car or truck at Foothill
Don't
Nissan.
get me wrong, she's
That's why they
attractive,
call
but
us
this is
the
a
second
confusing
chance people.
shot. It's like,
Foothill Nissan.
you gotta have that 3 seconds of doing jack shit. So she's like, all right, keep it rolling. I don't give a fuck.
Amigos, at El Torito, you don't just get any combo. You get
one combo.
Like a cheese enchilada, a
it
chicken
was a hot
burrito,
dog.
a beef taco. That's the new Mex way to combo. Want more? You get tortilla soup and the finale, fried ice cream, all for just $7.99. That's value the new Mex way, only at El Torito. Come taste the new Mex.
Bland enough for most white people to enjoy. But this is California. Like, they're here, like them, Arizona, here, Texas, every place that touches Mexico should have authentic Mexican food. It's just they don't sometimes. Anywho.
You want to talk crazy interest? My sister, who is horrible with money, filed for bankruptcy 3 times.
Woo!
Once took a loan for car repairs with 98% interest.
Right, let me tell you a little story. So back in my old job, I used to occupy the same working space with a individual I affectionately refer to as the hog beast. Because she was 4+ bills and just in my presence alone was putting away anywhere between 5,000 and 6,000 calories over an 8-hour expanse where she sat. She would fall asleep in her chair and make no bodily movements. I would turn around, she'd be awake and staring at the wall. I would turn away, click on the computer, hear turn back, and there she was, not moving a muscle, eyes closed, mouth open. Just snoring her ass away. Anyway, moral of the story is she got fired eventually. Thank Christ. I was like, it was either I quit or because I couldn't wake up every day just hoping that a freak train hit her, right? So she got fired. And so I'm like, yeah, thank God. So like, oh, we'll clean out her desk. I go, oh, you got it. She had like a dozen payday loans, and she printed out all the paperwork, left it in her desk, and was doing math, and she was paying, I don't know how much she made, but I'm going to say probably about half of her paycheck, if she was making right around where I was, just covering the minimum payments of these half a dozen payday loans that God knows where they are now.
Right.
Fucking disaster of a person. But some people's taste you just can't explain, because she's the same person who was like
pen pals with jail people.
Oh yeah, she got prison letters to where I worked. Instead of giving these convicts her address, she sent them sexually explicit letters and said, write me back
to here,
to a clinic for children. And they did. And I have them. And they are funny. Moral of the story is whatever. It's all over. That's all I got for you. Thank you so much for showing up. I appreciate it. We will see you Friday time-ish. Got a few short interrogations to get there, and I keep dancing around the Colonel Russell Williams. You're welcome, grandson Ryan. Father, son. Anyway, yeah, that's all I got for you. So we'll see you in a couple of days for some true crime stuff. Maybe a triumphant emergence of the lawyer character. Who
yes,
knows?
Please. And we should read those letters on a live stream.
I don't know.
We'll have to
I
find
know
them.
I have them, but
I think
God
they're in
knows
the
where they
drawer.
are.
I thought they were maybe in the drawer. Maybe they used to be in the drawer.
I collect too much stupid shit is the
Yeah.
problem. Anyway, we're out of here. Smell you later, guys.
Bye.
For the try to
Fistful of Podcasts Radio.